Hello, and welcome back to Slow Spoken English, the podcast for English learners who want to improve their conversational skills by just listening. I'm your host, Diana.
And I'm Richard. It's great to be with you today. In our daily lives, especially if you are new to a city like Sydney, there are times when you need to stop and ask a stranger for help.
That's so true. It can be a little intimidating, can't it? Knowing the right phrases can make you feel much more confident. So today, that's exactly what we're going to practice: how to politely ask for help and directions in common situations.
We'll cover everything from finding a bank to what to say in an emergency. We'll have a natural conversation, and we'll stop a few times to check your understanding. And if you enjoy our content and want to keep learning with us, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. It really helps our show grow.
Definitely. Okay, let's dive in. Richard, imagine you're in the city center and you need to mail a package. What's the first thing you would do?
Well, first, I'd look for someone who doesn't look like they're in a huge rush. Someone walking at a relaxed pace. Then, I'd get their attention politely. I'd say something like, "Excuse me, sorry to bother you."
That's the perfect start. "Excuse me" is the magic phrase. It's polite and signals that you're about to ask a question. So, after you say, "Excuse me," what comes next?
I would ask a clear, simple question. For example, "Excuse me, I'm looking for the nearest post office. Could you please tell me where it is?" Using "could you" or "can you" makes it a polite request.
And you mentioned nearest, which is a great word. It means the closest one. You could also ask, "Is there a post office around here?" Or, "Do you know where the closest post office is?"
Exactly. Let's model that. "Hey Diana, let's pretend I'm the stranger. Ask me for directions to a bank."
Okay. "Excuse me, sir. Sorry to interrupt. I was wondering if you could help me. I need to find a bank."
Of course. There's a big one just around the corner, on George Street. You can't miss it. See? Simple and effective.
All right, let's pause for our first set of comprehension questions. We will ask a question, pause for a few seconds so you can think of the answer, and then we will give you the correct answer.
Question 1. What is the most important polite phrase to use when you want to get a stranger's attention? The answer is, "Excuse me."
Question 2. Richard suggested looking for a person who is walking at what kind of pace? A relaxed pace. This means they probably have time to help.
Question 3. What does the word nearest mean? It means closest.
Great. Now let's move on to another common scenario. Money. Many tourists or newcomers need to exchange currency or find an ATM. The language is very similar.
That's right. You could walk up to someone and say, "Excuse me, do you know where I can find a currency exchange?" Or for an ATM, which is a machine that gives you cash, you could ask, "Hi, is there an ATM near here?"
I think it's also helpful to have a follow-up question ready. For instance, if the person gives you directions, you might want to clarify. You could ask, "Is it far from here?" Or, "How long does it take to walk there?"
That's a fantastic point. It shows you are actively listening. Let's try another role play. This time, I'll ask you. "Hi Diana, pardon me. I hope you don't mind me asking, but I'm trying to find an ATM."
Oh, sure. Just walk straight down this street for 2 blocks, and you'll see a bank on your left. There's an ATM right outside.
Thanks so much. Is it a long walk?
Not at all, only about 5 minutes.
Perfect. I really appreciate your help.
Notice how Richard used "pardon me" instead of "excuse me." It means the same thing and is also very polite. And he finished with, "I really appreciate your help," which is a wonderful way to show gratitude.
Okay, Time for a few more questions to check your understanding.
Question 4. What does ATM stand for? It stands for Automated Teller Machine, but everyone just calls it an ATM. It's the machine you use to get cash from your bank account.
Question 5. What is a good follow-up question to ask after someone gives you directions? You could ask, "Is it far from here?" to understand the distance.
Question 6. What is another polite phrase you can use instead of "excuse me"? You can use "pardon me" or "sorry to bother you."
Question 7. What's a good phrase to use to thank someone for their help? "I really appreciate your help" is a great one. Or simply, "Thank you so much."
Now, let's talk about more urgent situations. These are scenarios where you might be feeling stressed or worried, so knowing the right words is incredibly important. For example, if you feel unwell or sick,
In that case, your tone of voice might be different, more urgent. You could say, "Excuse me, I need help. I'm not feeling well. Is there a doctor or a clinic nearby?"
or even more directly, "Can you please help me? I need medical assistance." Using phrases like "I need help" or "I need assistance" immediately tells the person that this is a serious situation.
Another serious scenario is if you feel unsafe, or you've been the victim of a crime, like having your wallet stolen. You would need to find a police station.
The approach is similar. "Excuse me, this is an emergency. Can you please tell me where the nearest police station is?" Adding "this is an emergency" is key.
It communicates the seriousness immediately. People will understand and are very likely to stop and help you. In Australia, the emergency number to call is 000 for police, fire, or ambulance. It's important to know the local emergency number wherever you are.
All right, our final questions for today.
Question 8. What phrase can you add to your question to show that a situation is very serious? You can say, "This is an emergency."
Question 9. What kind of help would you ask for if you were feeling very sick? You would ask for medical assistance or directions to a doctor or clinic.
Question 10. If your wallet was stolen, where would you need to go? You would need to go to a police station.
Well done, everyone. Before we finish up, let's do a quick vocabulary recap of the key phrases we used today.
First, to get someone's attention politely, we used "excuse me," "pardon me," and "sorry to bother you."
When asking for directions, we used phrases like "I'm looking for," "Could you please tell me where?" and "Is there a around here?"
To check the distance, you can ask, "Is it far from here?"
For urgent situations, remember these key phrases: "I need help," "I need medical assistance," and "This is an emergency."
And finally, to show thanks, you can say, "Thank you so much," or "I really appreciate your help."
Repetition is key to remembering these. Try saying them out loud. Practice them. The more you say them, the more natural they will feel.
And that's all the time we have for today on Slow Spoken English. We hope this episode has made you feel more confident about asking for help. Feel free to add in the comments an example of when you had to ask for help. We are always interested in your lives and your lived experiences.
Remember, practice makes perfect. Listen to this episode a few times to really let the words and phrases sink in. You'll be a more confident English speaker before you know it.
If you found this episode helpful, please leave us a like and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next one. Cheers, everyone. We look forward to seeing you next time.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.